Weep Grana Weep Nitty Bong. I'm Engineer Hoist, and welcome to our weekly Transformers Earth Wars news stream here on my channel. And, first of all, let's talk about the elephant in the room. I hope you guys are being safe and taking all of the precautions. What with the whole coronavirus thing going on, I'm been able to telework at home, so that's what I've been doing. I've got my computer, and I'm doing all my work and stuff like that. So I'm taking my precautions. Also wanted to give a special shout out to George Hastings, who's a big fan out there, who is dealing with this, stuck at home, not feeling well. So I hope you feel better. And we've also got a couple of friends here for you. We got Optimus Primal here, aka Monkey Prime, on this channel. And we got a couple of Sharkticons here to help brighten your day. And I hope you feel better soon, buddy. And we'll set them back over here as we to hang out with us. So they'll be hanging out with us for the rest of the video and for the stream. So let's give a shout out to everybody in the chat here on Twitch. If you're watching the replay, that we are live every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/EngineerHoist. We got Gen 1 Red Alert in the house, Dent UK, Big D, Sharksy, Grand Galvatron's here, Bruticus, Hot Rod 77, WWC Taylor, Jared Barbara, Oktar, and a lot of well wishes for George there. Love to see that, guys. Mr. Jeff's in the house, Overwatch, Wolfman, and a lot more people if I were to scroll back. Okay, so let's get down to business and talk about this weekend's event. And why did that disappear? Oh, I hit the wrong button. There we go. That's the button I was supposed to hit. This weekend's event is called Death from Below. And we hear about Death from Above a lot, but this weekend's event is Death from Below because, as we know, these two new guys, Nosecone and Drillhorn, are drill tanks. So they're going to come from below, or at least that's the theory. This is the event where we can get those guys that are joining the ranks. Gather your alliance. Take part in this weekend's event to win up to 50,000 Combiner Spark, which is a welcome addition to the prize list. Up to 100,000 Spark, 20,000 Premium Crystal Shards, and up to 100 Drilling Crystals with a chance to win 2, 3, or 4-star Nosecone or Drillhorn, and lots of Crystal Shards. This is an Alliance Prestige event, meaning there's just a whole bunch of prestiges. There's no leaderboard attached to this one, so everybody has basically an equal chance of getting the 2, 3, or 4-star. You increase your chances by completing more prestiges. It starts at the normal Friday start time, ends at the normal Monday stop time. There are 100 prestiges, that's why there's 100 crystals. You get a crystal every prestige, and Super XP. And you guys ask about some test account action. We've got it. Stay tuned. We will be checking the Nosecone out on the test account to see how he looks in action. How do you participate? Just like every other Alliance event, you got to be Headquarters level 4 and be in an Alliance. You hit that yellow event button. You select your battle zone, win the battle, and get points for your Alliance. They accumulate so that you can win some prizes. The battle zones are the standard battle zones. They did not have Zone 15 listed on the event. I know they had issues with it, I think, last weekend, so they may still not have any issues, or they may still have some issues with Zone 15 for this weekend's event. I haven't heard, but they did not include that on the list of the battle zones in the newsletter. And here is the list of the prizes. This is the prizes that you'll win each time you complete this prestige. So you can go through this list up to 100 times this weekend. As you can see, a whole bunch of different levels of Combiner Spark, Premium Shard Spark, and of course a Drilling Crystal. 10,000 points per prestige, which means this is, yes, a 1 million point event to complete. And I know there's quite a few alliances out there who can do that. If you're not one of those alliances, don't worry, just do your best and get as many crystals as you can. It only takes one crystal to get lucky and get a 4-star Nosecone or Drillhorn. And other people are going to go through all 100 and aren't going to get it. So it's going to happen, I guarantee it. So here are the things that you can get the prizes you can get in the drilling crystals. You can win a 2, 3, or 4-star Nosecone or drill horn, depending on which faction that you play as your main faction. It's a 10% chance to get one of those bots, and then once you hit that 10%, it's another percentage which they didn't publish to get to decide which you get the 2, 3, or 4-star, and then it's an equal 30% chance to get either 50 4-star shards, 100 3-star shards, or 200 premium shards. And so let's go ahead and take another look at the bio for Nosecone. We got this last week, and so I like reading the bios. I think you guys like hearing me read the bios, so we're going to go ahead and read the bios. Nosecone is methodical to the point of painstaking. Nosecone can seem slow or even lazy to outsiders, but his fellow Technobots know he's just a perfectionist, carefully evaluating every risk before acting, while always getting the job done. Unfazed by the chaos of the battlefield, Nosecone is a calming presence, but that doesn't stop him from shredding fortifications with his durabilium steel drill, that's a mouthful, or just tunneling under them. Okay. And we learn what his ability is. It is called Wall Piercer. And you target one wall and cause a high amount of damage by rushing into it, or you do about 8 times less damage to other targets. So I only used him in like a couple of battles, so I don't have a real strong I don't have a lot of experience with him. It's going to take a little bit of getting used to with this wall. We'll talk about it a little bit with this wall ability. We'll talk a little bit about used to. It's not exactly another sludge. There's a key difference between why you would want to use one or the other. Of course, in wars, you will know which one to bring. If you're just out doing random battles, it's kind of luck of the draw, as it is with everything. So we'll talk about that a little bit. Drill Horn. A veteran strategist, Drillhorn can be stubborn and opinionated, convinced he knows better than anyone else. Even commanding officers get the rough edge of his audio modulators if he doesn't agree with their strategy. Unfortunately, this bullheaded approach to warfare sometimes gets him in deep trouble and right in the firing line. But being very tough, he manages to escape with few, if any, injuries. Able to bulldoze and tunnel in tank mode, he's a one-bot siege breaker, laying waste to even the toughest fortifications. And his ability, as you may have guessed, is exactly the same as Nosecone's. In fact, this is one of those cases where the likeness of the bot is not part of the graphic for the ability, so they have the exact same graphic, exact same name, exact same everything. So all I did was change the little name up at the top of the slide there. So let's see. And yeah, that was it for the news. One other note: they are taking away the 2-star crystals. If you go look in the where you can purchase crystals in the crystal store, they've got the 2-star crystal there. We haven't been getting 2-star shards for a while. They're taking that out of the store. There's going to be no more 2-star crystals. And basically, if you have the newsletter, there's a link out there for 5,000 premium shards to basically compensate. So you can go get that, which is basically a guaranteed at least 5 2-star bots. Could be, of course, a chance for a 3 or a 4-star bot as well. So basically, the premium shards are now, they've long since replaced the 2-star shards. So, don't cry for the 2-star crystals. Nobody wanted them anyway. Now, I'm sure there will still be 2-star character-specific crystals, like in leaderboard events. So when the top alliances are battling for the 3 and 4-star versions of the characters, I'm sure there will still be a 2-star character-specific crystal in like leaderboard events. Not in this event, obviously, because this is one of those chance events. There you go. So yeah. That's the link to the Twitch. If you're watching the replay, head on over to twitch.tv/EngineerHoist. If you want to join all these guys down here in the section watching live Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. And of course, you can also hit me up on Instagram or Twitter at EngineerHoist. trying to be a little more active on there. Not been doing a very good job lately, but hey, go ahead, give me a follow, and then you'll see it whenever I post stuff. And that brings us around to the front. So how about we go ahead and head over to the test account. So pay no attention to the resources up at the top. This is a test account. This is not live. We are provided that kind of stuff purely for testing purposes. It does not affect our actual in-game experience. Everything else in-game is legit. Nothing special there. Okay, so let's take a look at Nosecone here. I don't think we got Drillhorn. Nope, didn't get Drillhorn. Mostly play as Autobot, so they generally just give us the bot for the faction that we play as. So here is Nosecone. Zoom in on this guy. Now it's interesting that they went with the choice of the red and the yellow, because I've got my little, and I don't think I showed him off before, but I've got my little G1 Nosecone here, so he's mostly brown and yellow. So they got the yellow right there in his legs, but he's mostly brown. And I did look up the Combiner Wars version of Nosecone because I never got that. But that version matches these colors too, so I'm not sure where they got the red from. I think it's a pretty good look on him. And his face, they gave him a mouth plate, probably kind of similar to Brawl, but the G1 toy at least does not have a mouth plate. But it does kind of have the head crest, his little crown, so to speak. There is accurate. Yeah, so let's go ahead and transform him. He's got that drill weapon. Transform him around, and he's basically Brawl that drives backwards with the drill sticking out. And that's true to the Combiner Wars figure. Because I mean, it even looks like a tank turret up top there. So it's just like I said, except for the colors, it's just like that Combiner Wars figure. So pretty cool. And he just kind of is laying down on the job, and then hops up, and there you go. Very cool. And they did level him to 54 with the level 8 ability, so you can see what he looks like. And there you go. So there's the damage, a pretty high amount of health, as you would expect from a warrior class bot. I'm not sure if we mentioned that or caught that before, but he has a warrior class bot. Now, see, here's the thing with the wall piercer. It targets one wall, but it causes almost 11,000 damage here. Level 54 and level 8 ability. So when they say it causes a lot of damage, that's a lot of damage. So when you say it's about 8 times less than that for other targets, so it's not going to be 10,000 per other target, but it will still be a fair amount of damage to other targets. So I think we covered all of that for that. How many points to get them? You got to get lucky. Every 10,000 points you and your alliance scores, you get a crystal which has a 10% chance to get either a 2, 3, or 4 star. One of them there. So, I'm not sure if he will. See. So here's the level 16 wall. It's got 20,000 health. And I think one of the attacks earlier, I want to say it was a 14 or a 15 wall, and he didn't quite one-shot it. So let's talk about Sludge versus Nosecone here. We'll use my base here for example. Like say if you were to target this little area right here, this would probably be a pretty good spot for Sludge to target, because Sludge's damage is based on how many walls are inside the little circle when it attacks. So you've got, in addition to that one, you've probably got 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 other walls that might be in there, which would cause quite a bit of damage. Sludge is good when you have a lot of walls together. But now say you had a wall that was like all the way around, but it was just a single. It was just that one there. Sludge wouldn't do as well here because there's not as many walls around to increase the damage he does. But Nosecone will still cause that nearly 11,000 damage to that one wall. Which, yeah, in this case, it wouldn't destroy it completely, but it would knock it down more than halfway, which with the other bots attacking it would still cause that wall to drop and open up the gates to the rest of the base. So that's why you would use Sludge versus Nosecone. If it's just a single line of walls, Nosecone's probably better, but if it's a group of walls, like you see a lot of them where they're double stacked, it might be Sludge might be better. So let's go ahead and get into battle.
Autobots, roll out.
And as a matter of fact, how about we just go ahead and add Sludge in here? That's probably not a fair comparison. I don't, but this 4-star Sludge. Yeah, that's not really a good comparison. Let's throw the 5-star in there because it's fun playing with the 5-star. Alright, so we've got the Beast Wars bots in there. We've got Monkey Prime in there for George. And we got Nosecone's Technobot buddy Strafe hanging out there. So let's go ahead and we'll go into, say, Zone 13. Yeah, like Big Bronze Rim is saying, softening walls is usually all you need to do, though. You don't necessarily need... It's okay if Nosecone doesn't quite destroy the whole thing. If he softens it, basically does a fair amount of damage. Even if it doesn't completely destroy it, it still does. Okay, so this is the wall that I tried it before. This is a level 14 wall. It's 12,000 health, so Nosecone wouldn't quite take this out by itself, but he would knock it down to where it's very easy to get through. So if I'm looking through here, and then see, here's a level 13 wall, it's only 9,000 health, so Nosecone would take that wall out. This wall right here would probably be a good one for Sludge, because you can see these couple here are pretty close together. Not that that's a particularly strategic place to hit it. So... Okay, let's go ahead and attack this. So they rushed this to headquarters 16 pretty quick, even though some of their defenses and walls are lagging a little bit behind. But hey, they got the headquarters. They got the benefits from that. Running them both may cause you to be damage per second limited. On high level bases, need a lot of damage to not time out. Let's see. Does it say how many ability points? No, we got to get them in battle first. Okay. Okay, so four battle points or ability points for Nosecone, 5 for Sludge. So like I said, so if we send Nosecone to that one right there, it must have taken a little bit of damage already because he took that out pretty quick. Sludge over here would be a good one because he'll probably take all those out too. Because see how many were in that area? It caused about 11,000, but he had to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 walls in that area for it to be able to do that. If there weren't as many in there, it would not have caused that much damage to all of those walls. Okay, see, they're stuck behind a wall now. This would be a good place for Nosecone, except he died.
Abilities ready.
See what you guys are saying. Much less dramatic than the way Sludge does it. Yeah, absolutely. Ability a little underwhelming. Yeah, that was my first thought too. A little underwhelming. But But like I said, I sure wish he wouldn't have died right there when they were stuck behind that wall. About halfway through that battle. Sure would have been nice to have him there to be able to bust through that one wall. Just rush like Optimus Prime, but with the drill in the front. Yep. The wing guy, yeah, that's Strafe. The counterpart to... Who was the Decepticon? I forgot already. Thrust. Okay, thanks. Complete blank in the mind. Complete blank.
Autobots, roll out.
Oh, I guess that happens when you get old, huh? Your mind is the first thing to go. Alright, so let's... Is he saying Ramjet? I'll tell you now. If they didn't already have Ramjet in there and aren't pairing him with Drillhorn, Ramjet would actually probably be a good one with this ability, busting through walls. So here we are again with this level 14 wall, which is just a shade shy of what Nosecone can do. Let's see if the Technobots see how well they do.
Reap the whirlwind.
So I know Strafe can do some pretty good damage on his own. Let's set that one there. And see, that kind of unlocked a couple of different spots. Now, if he were to go and hit, say, this cannon over here, let's see if we can see how much damage he does. See, he did 1,300 damage to a normal target, where he could have done almost 11,000 to walls, but he did 1,300 only to a standard defense. Now that was not a smart thing to do because it put it right in the path of those lasers, so I'm gonna drop everybody else here. So a little more than a tenth, maybe 12% or so of the damage shown there is what he would do to something other than a wall. First Monk saying, remember the medieval episode? Yeah, the Decepticon Raider in King Arthur's Court, if I recall correctly. It's kind of a play on, I want to say it was like, didn't Mark Twain write something like a Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's Court, I think was what that name was based on. And, yeah, Ramjet was, well, because see, Ramjet couldn't fly, because reasons, and, yeah, he headbutted something. I do remember they were jousting, and it was him against Warpath, which, come on, of course Warpath is a tank, and he totally crunched Ramjet's nose. So, yeah. Yeah, due to low energy. Like, they had enough energy to exist, but not quite enough energy to fly, or something like that. I don't know if they had a typo in the name or not. Yeah, Rumble was riding Ramjet. Yeah, he was because Ramjet was like the horse, and Rumble was the knight. And if I remember, Warpath, it was actually one of the human knights, like the Red Knight, I believe. Oh, Spike. Okay, but yeah, in fact, I want to say there was it the Bad Cube of War Dog? Their version of Warpath, or it might have been their Hoist. One of them came with like the little accessories to homage that little episode. Yes, Hoist is in that episode, so that's why I was saying if it wasn't Warpath, it would have been their Hoist from Bad Cube. What was their artifacts? I think. No, Lorry, Lorry. So yeah, Hoist made Spike's armor. In fact, that he turned his little fist into the little hammer thing. I think he may have done that in a couple of episodes, but I'm pretty sure he did that then. So I don't know. Do you guys want to see Nosecone anymore, or are we just kind of like, yeah, we saw it? Yes, Rumble's best moment. Birds. Well, because he had to get the bird droppings because it was a key ingredient to like the what was it, like the black powder, the gunpowder. Yeah, Merlin was in it too, so you can't. So it wasn't just the what was it the last night Merlin was in there. That was not Merlin's first appearance in Transformers. Probably not worth having as outpost bot. No, he would definitely be on my worst outpost bots list, because even though he would rush in, he's not going to do nearly as much damage as you'd like him to. Put Grimlock with Nosecone. Okay.
Autobots, roll out.
Let's see. We hear you, Grimlock. We always hear you. There we go.
Now, reap the whirlwind.
See, there was already some damage there from Optimus Primal, so if we send Nosecone in there, boom, you'll take it out.
Ready.
Oh, Optimus Primal died. Look at Rhinox's epic battle with Megatron over here. Oh, with the roundhouse kick. Grimlock's at the headquarters. He knows what's up. Sludge needs to get through this wall. Didn't quite get through. He's not gonna make it. The missile launcher's got him.
Abilities ready.
Where is Dinobot? Oh, he's down here. Ugh. That's okay. Grimlock's just taking all kinds of abuse, and he's just dishing it right back out. Cheetor's down there too, apparently. Grimlock, just like in the Call of the Primitives, Grimlock saved the day. Who's Razorclaw's counterpart? Grimlock, yes. Rust Dust and Scavenger, yes. Dust Up Vortex, Swindle Sunstreaker, yep. Okay. So how about... I do have a few crystals to crack before we get out of here, so I'm just going to go ahead and swap over to my main account. We'll go see what kind of duplicates we get today. Thinking about it. All right, so let's head back over here. Just some premiums. 1 3-star crystal. And we get a 3-star slash. Get some 4-star shards. Nice. Got a couple of I spent shards on a couple of Decepticon crystals because, hey, let's go see what we can get. Looks like Breakneck, aka Wild Rider, but not really because the head they use is not even close to Wild Rider, so I'm fine with him being a totally brand new type of Breakneck. And there's Brawl. Now we got 8 Autobot premium crystals. Let's see what we got there. Dent got himself a 4-star Cosmos from a premium crystal. Outstanding. Where can you find the new Earthrise Optimus Prime? Oh man, you just got to get lucky. I was lucky. I got mine at Target, and I've only ever seen that one that I got. I haven't seen them anywhere else. I haven't even seen them in stock on Amazon or any of the other various other retailers. I haven't really checked since I got them though. So. Four-star Impactor for Big D last weekend. Outstanding. That's a nice pickup. And Cybertronian Jetfire ends the dupe parade, but not really, because we do have one more crystal, because we apparently completed a 3-star crystal. Let's go see what kind of a 3-star duplicate we can get out of this one. We got a Warpath. There we go. And that concludes the crystal cracking portion of this video. Got Grapple recently. Yeah, Grapple's a good figure. Be careful with the little pegs if you haven't seen already, because they are a little bit too big for the holes that they go into. So just get a little sandpaper and just kind of rub it around there, or if you're careful, maybe with like a hobby knife or something, might be able to shave a little bit down. But just get it a little bit and give it a little test. If you have to force it in, it's too big and it'll snap trying to get it out. So I had to take a few passes with mine, but I finally did manage to get in there. Let's see, Windchaser says you got a 4-star skydive from a premium. It does happen, getting the 4 stars from premium crystals. Like my most famous instance of that was when I was playing my Decepticon account. I had just enough coins to buy a premium crystal. This was before we even got premium shards. I had just enough coins to buy a premium crystal, so I bought 1 premium crystal. Hit it, boom, 4-star blast off. So you don't need to buy them in bunches. You just gotta get lucky. Any one crystal could be the winner. So you could also buy a bundle of 100 of them and get nothing. So like, I think they have a bundle in the store right now for like the triple changers. They've got Springer and Skylynx and Sandstorm. I'd love to go out and get Sandstorm, but Sandstorm is the smaller of the 3. So out of them, you get a large amount of Springer, a large amount of Skylynx, but a small amount of Sandstorm. It's like, well, the one I'm not going to go in on that because I only get a small amount of the one that I'm chasing. So waiting for red. Oh, you saving up all your crystals trying to get red alert? Yes. Still haven't heard when he's going to come out. It shouldn't be too much longer because we've had a few bots since then. It's usually, what is it, about two months or so from the time they release maybe 3 that they show up in the premium crystals. I've been meaning to try to figure that out, but I just never sit down and do it. So, hope they add a power core for the triple changers, like a special one just for the triple changers. Yeah, because right now they just you can just basically use universal cores on them. This is the event he was available, so hoping soon. Should be pretty soon. How long ago was that? Let me go see if I can see real quick. Yeah, that was about back in December, so it's been about 3 months or so. So he should be coming in pretty soon. Who was the bot before him? Can I see that? No, I can't see that right away. But yeah, it shouldn't be too much longer. Alright guys, well, I think that's going to do it for the Transformers Earth Wars news. For those of you guys watching on Twitch, hang out. We'll hang around for a little bit longer. But for everybody watching the replay on YouTube, thank you for watching. If you want to join these guys on Twitch at twitch.tv/EngineerHoist every Wednesday at 8 p.m., just head on over there and hit follow, hit your notifications on, and you'll get a email or notification when I go live. I start about 10 minutes before we start the stream. And with that, I'm going to say I'm Engineer Hoist. Keep rolling, my friends, and we'll see you next time.